Here's everything you need to know about the massive job cuts at the Department of Health and Human Services and what RFK Jr. has to say about it. On April 1st, scores of federal workers lined up outside of HHS headquarters in Washington, D.C., not knowing if they still had a job. But it was no April Fool's joke. As layoff emails rolled in and security badges suddenly stopped working, a whopping 10,000 jobs were slashed at the U.S. Health Agency. This added to the 10,000 who already left the department voluntarily. Ahead of the bloodbath, HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. blamed his decision on bloated bureaucratic waste.
The resulting pandemonium has injured American health and damaged department morale. When I arrived, I found that over half of our employees don't even come to work. HHS has more than 100 communications offices and more than 40 IT departments and dozens of procurement offices and 9 HR departments. In many cases, they don't even talk to each other.
In coordination with Elon Musk's Doge, the HHS headcount will drop by 24% from 82,000 to 62,000, affecting employees at all levels of seniority. Kennedy has slammed his agency as an alphabet soup of departments. This includes the Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, the National Institutes of Health, or NIH, and the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC. At the CDC headquarters in Atlanta, Georgia, a small group showed up to protest. The overhaul is also in line with RFK Jr.'s mission to make America healthy again, or MAHA, which focuses more on holistic medicine, exercise, and diet to combat chronic disease. He made his case the previous week to News Nation's Chris Cuomo.
This is a sprawling agency, Chris. We have over 100 comms departments. We have 40 procurement departments. We have dozens of IT departments, dozens of HR departments. None of them talk to each other. And what we're trying to do now is to streamline the agency, to eliminate the redundancies, and to focus the mission so that everybody who is at HHS is going to wake up every morning and say, what am I going to do today to make America healthy again?
However, RFK's critics in the medical community criticize his approach as not backed by science, and his past controversial comments doubting the efficacy of vaccines continue to haunt him.
Would it help to amp up the amount of vaccines available, the vaccine clinics available?
We are doing that. We're making sure that anybody who wants a vaccine can get that vaccine.
Many in the public health community now claim the HHS gutting will make Americans less safe, affecting everything from HIV prevention to the next potential bird flu outbreak. In response to the backlash, RFK wrote on X, "Our hearts go out to those who lost their jobs, but the reality is clear. What we've been doing isn't working." He added that HHS will shift focus to emphasize prevention and that the changes will not affect Medicare or Medicaid, a major political landmine for both Republicans and Democrats. And when it comes to those who lost their jobs, if Indiana Senator Jim Banks' reaction to a laid-off HHS worker is any indication, there isn't much sympathy from Washington.
HHS, I was fired illegally on February 14th. There are many people who are not getting social service programs, especially people with disabilities. Are you going to do anything to stop what's happening?
You probably deserved it.
I deserved it?
You probably deserved it.
I deserved it.
That's
Wow.
so sad.
Yeah, that's great to hear. Why did I deserve it?
Because you seem like a clown.
Kennedy's cuts are expected to save taxpayers $1.3 billion annually, a fraction of HHS's roughly $1.7 trillion budget.